point out some things that might be of interest, stuff you might have questions about later. The battery is a lithium ion. I don't remember if it's a 2200 or 2600 milliamp battery pack. It's right here wrapped in foam. There's also an either MPI or Duralite 6-volt regulator under there. You can access it through this hatch here, which underneath this hatch is also the pump for the fuel tank. Just to show you, the battery is charged. This is a Frameco 8-ball. Shows you the load, under load, without a load. Hasn't been charged in 3 or 4 months, but the battery still shows that it's good. Which again, that regulator will regulate it down to 6 volts for the receiver and the servos. And again, that's all under here, and there's plenty of room to move that forward or back next to the pump. You get that? Mm-hmm. It's in there. It's shoved in there with some foam. Here obviously we have the fuel tank. It's got a 3-line setup going to the pump and to the tank. This is to fill the tank. This is a check valve, which obviously as the tank drains it needs to suck air in. This is a check valve that's going to allow air to come in but no fuel to come out. So when you fill it up, you're going to have to remove this check valve or no air will escape and you'll just blow your tank up or blow a line off. So this one is to fill, remove the check valve to fill it up, and then put the check valve back in. You could just use a piece of hose or a regular T. It doesn't matter. It's just to keep this from flopping around. So there you go. That's that. There's the fuel tank, standard Hayes fuel tank. It's just setting in there. It's got a couple of bulkheads, fore and aft, to keep it from sliding around. It's a 12-ounce tank. It's just sitting in here with foam. Obviously with the wing on, it's not going anywhere. So I'll pull the tank out to show you where I had stored the receiver. There's a little cutout here, and that's the receiver shoved underneath the canopy. And obviously you don't get my receiver with the package, but here it is. And there's plenty of room in there to put whatever kind of receiver you want. This is quite long. This is the 7-channel Hi-Tech Optima 7. It shows that it's a quite long receiver. It's got a single antenna. It's just shoved up there in the canopy. I don't know what radio you use, but there's plenty of room in there. I'll Velcro this back together for now. So that's shoved underneath there. This is the battery lead to power the radio. Foam sits there. If you need better pictures of the pump and all that, that's on the build thread. I'm sure there's plenty of photos. So that's just it. These 2 servos, one is for the throttle, one is for the in-flight fuel mixture. The rudder and elevator servos are underneath this hatch, which I'll use nice ball links on both ends. The elevator's got a fiberglass push rod. I think all those photos are in the build thread as well. The rudder's pole. These are JR or Spectrum, the 821 Sport Digital servos that are back there. You can kind of see it. And heavy duty control horns and ball links on everything. 3 lines coming out here, obviously for the ailerons, and one's for the retract. They've got tape to identify which one goes to which, green, black, and nothing. Let's go ahead and power it on. Show you that everything works. So the throttle, the mixture. That's for in-flight mixture. You can rich in flight or lean in flight. Didn't really need to mess around with it too much in the elevator. Show that everything's working there. Wing bolts. I got some aluminum wing bolts. So that's that. Oh, just go ahead and point out some features on the carb. The carb works like any other standard glow carb. You got the low speed mixture here. The high speed mixture is here, just like you would have a needle valve. The only difference is it's slotted for a screwdriver to make adjustments, and then the arm is just for fine tuning. just make that last little bit of adjustment to either start or to, you know, richen it at idle or whatever you want to do. Okay, that's that. I'm going to go ahead and put the wing on and we'll fire it up. Color-coded leads. I just shoved this extra lead material down behind the throttle and mixture servos, showing you the JR RT88 retract servo. I thought it was a high-tech. I think that's what I put in the ad, but it's actually a JR. Showing the function of the retracts. Work fine. And the aileron. So, go ahead and bolt it on, and we'll fire it up. This Dave Brown clamp, there's an O-ring that loops around the pipe and is attached to these little clamps. Can't seem to find that O-ring. A rubber band will suffice. I'll try to find the O-ring. If not, you can just use a rubber band like I've done here.
Okay, we're good.
So go ahead and start it up. I'll show you that it runs. Put a little over quarter throttle. A few clicks to prime it. Throw some heat on it. Restart. Idle up. A little bit of throttle. Some heat. Shut it down. I always use a chicken stick. I don't use a starter. If it doesn't start with chicken stick, something else is wrong. So there you have it. There's your Dirty Birdie. Hope you enjoy it.